How are you, Vansh?
I'm well.
How
How
are
are you,
you?
ma'am?
I'm good, doing better. Doing good, Vansh. Thank you. So, how was the weather today at your
Ma'am, it is not so clear. It is
Ma'am,
hot
what
today.
happened is, like today was the function of Janmashtami, as there is a off on Janmashtami, as it on we know it is on Monday. So there was a Dahi Handi competition, inter-house competition in our school, and all the matkis was like already set, and we were just about to go. But what happened is, like from which we have tied the rope, the tree came out from its roots.
tree came out from the roots?
Yeah, like the pura पेड़ उखड़ गया, and like all the roots we were able to see that roots as well,
Oh,
and like all the
it all
matkis
happened
and
because
they
of the
broke.
strong winds, or it was the weight of
No, ma'am,
monkeys?
there was no storm at that time. There was no like air at that time, and like there was no rain as at that time. A little bit of rain was there, so we can say that there was a reason because of storm, but there was no storm like on
And
that time.
how thick was that tree?
Yeah, the tree just came out
No, no, I'm
with its
asking
root.
how thick was the tree's trunk?
Like it was a name tree and it was having a very thick branch.
Okay. And you tied matkis with that?
Yeah, we tied mudkis with that. It was a Dahi Handi competition in our school,
Oh,
and like we were about to start, and the mudkis fallen down and it broke.
okay.
But what happened was like we were having extra mudkis, so it happened in the another period.
Great.
And like it was very exciting, everyone was hooting for their houses, but our house came like last. What happened was our house, the inner part which is water or milk anything, it came out, but the mudki didn't broke.
Oh, great. And Rhythm, you were saying something too?
No, ma'am, I was just saying that in the morning uh, it was like a enjoyable weather. But when I reached to school, it was so hot, I
Humid.
felt and I felt when will we go at home, and when I will
हेलो मैम
Yes,
take the
yes,
time.
SVM students.
मैम मेरा बर्थडे आज
Oh, wish you a very happy birthday, Saurabh.
मैम थैंक यू मैम सॉरी
Sure, sorry. So, how are you celebrating it today?
मैम
Is there any party at your hostel?
यस मैम
Okay.
मैम
That's
शाम को मैम इवनिंग
in the evening. It's okay. After the class.
यस मैम
Right. So, what treats are there for the kids?
मैम बर्गर बर्गर
Burger. You'll go outside, or will that only be in your hostel?
मैम विल यू कम हियर
In the hostel only.
यस
Very
मैम
nice.
विल यू कम हियर
Great.
मैम विल यू कम
Let me finish with
हियर
one of the persons and then I'll come to the next.
मैम
To know
And
that,
ma'am, after
Shore, and
यस
how young have you become today?
मैम 15 ईयर
You have turned 15 today.
यस मैम
That's good. God bless you, Shore, and
मैम
you
विल यू कम
excel in your field and do best.
मैम विल यू कम
Only virtual blessings. I personally cannot come, of course.
यस मैम विल यू
So, God bless you, beta.
थैंक यू मैम
Okay, now I guess
ओ भाई
Rhythm, you were talking about the weather, so I just want to give you the word when we feel very hot and humid. Humid is when you feel chip chipa, okay? And it's hot also, and it's unbearable. And sometimes sun also shines at that point of time. Then that type of weather is called as sultry. Sultry, sultry, sultry weather. Although today it was not sultry, it was rainy and a bit humid. But other days, when rain suddenly stops and sun shines brightly immediately after the rain, then the weather turns sultry. Okay? Today? I don't think so. Is it? But there is no heat outside, is it? No sun is there. So it's not sultry. It is rainy and humid. Rainy and wet. You can say that. Or wet and humid. Not humidity. Then ultimately it's rainy only. Okay, let's. So we have Vansh, Panav, Mishika, and everybody else out there. And Ganika is missing, Soumya is missing, right? So, anyways, we will first start with our mantra chanting and. Okay, volunteering for the mantra. Siddhi, would you volunteer for mantra today?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, everybody then sit straight, remove your spectacles, and SVM students, keep your things aside. Sit straight, your neck straighten. Okay. Yatharth, you'll be also doing the same. Remove, if you want to remove your shoes, even you can do that. It's up to you. Not a compulsion, but yes, you can put your palms on the lap facing towards the sky. SVM students, it should be like this on your lap, not this. Like this, you will be facing. Correct. On your lap. Avni, Aradhya. Okay, everybody is ready. So take a deep breath in, everyone. And release. Once again, take a deep breath in. And release. One more time, take a deep breath in. And release. Now we will chant mantra together. Siddhi, you can start. Om Dev Shanti Antariksham Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rape Shanti Roshadayah Shanti Vanaspatayah Shanti Vishve Deva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Sama Shanti Redhi Om Shanti 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 Om. Now you can rub your palms and place it on your eyes. And as and when you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes and remove your palms. Namaskar, everyone.
Namaskar, ma'am.
Right. So for a quick, yes, beta. SVM student were saying something.
Namaskar.
Okay. What was it?
Namaskar.
Okay. So, anyways, guys, firstly, we will go for revision, and I gave you some task yesterday that you have make sentence from 4 words that I had given to you. So, first a quick revision, and then those words. Vaishnavi, can I have the notebook for the revision part?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Mute everyone. Okay, SVM students.
Excuse me,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, Siddhi.
Ma'am, can I just come in 2 minutes? Actually, there was an important
It's
note.
okay, it's okay.
Like just 2 minutes.
Okay, picking up people, students from ROS and SVM. Let's move to ROS. Vishika, which word mean homeless?
Can you repeat?
Homeless.
Destitute.
Very good. SVM. So let me make it a game again.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's see who gather more points. Okay, for round one, ROS has been able to tell the answer. Now from SVM, who will tell? Please raise your hand. The answer for the word that I'll ask. Okay, Shore, tell me the word for uh, the situation when you don't have food for a long time, then you are
Okay. Staff.
starved. Very good. From ROS, we have rhythm. Rhythm, which word means rich or
Ma'am, affluent.
very good. Then SVM, which word mean to worsen the problem or to worsen anything, to make things worse, to make things worse. SVM. Five, four, three, two, and one. Vaishnavi. Yes, it is exacerbate. That's the answer. So here for this, you will get +1. The answer is exacerbate. Okay, next from our SVM only I'll ask now. Which word means delicate? Delicate. That can be easily broken and delicate. SVM. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Vansh will tell.
Ma'am, fragile.
Very good. Vansh, it is fragile. Now the question is for ROS. Aradhya, you can tell me which word means a person who is ready to betray the trust or who on whom you cannot trust. Very good. The word is treacherous. SVM students, which word means commonly or widely spread and especially referring to the bad influence, widely spread or spread everywhere? Please raise your hands.
Rampant.
Who is telling that? Sorry?
Sachin.
Sachin. Yes, the answer is rampant. Good. SVM, oh sorry, ROS. Manav, tell me which word means very thin and having your face muscle sucked in. Panav.
Ma'am, very thin, ma'am.
your face muscle or the cheeks sunken?
Ma'am,
5, 4, you have surrendered already?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, SVM students, it passes on to you. Do you have answer for this?
Scrawny.
Sorry?
Scrawny. It's scrawny. It's scrawny.
No, not really scrawny. It is emaciated. Yes. So you would not get the point for this. The answer is emaciated. Now the last one for this particular round. The word for SVM is who is very loving.
Doting.
Sorry, SVM.
Doting.
Very good. It is doting. DOTING. Excellent SVM student.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, can it be adorable or alluring as well?
It can be that also, but of course, if they have targeted our vocabulary, so that's good.
Okay.
Now we will ask to ROS. So ROS, I think Ridyanshi, please tell me the word for unprotected.
vulnerable.
Very good. It's vulnerable. So with this, SVM equals 3 and ROS equals 3, 4, 5, and 6. Double the score. So congratulations, ROS. Please give them a big hand. Good one, ROS. Nice job. Okay, now it's the turn for you people to tell the sentences for the words which were given to you yesterday. And as I told SVM students, any 3, 4 SVM students I will ask and they need to speak. Yes, Siddhi.
Ma'am, like remember that now only you have asked from a SVM student that what is the word for like which is very common, a bad thing which is very common.
Rampant.
So they
Rampant.
said rampant. Can it be prevalent as well? You told that
Now
these two
I actually use the term widely spread and common in a bad influence way. So when something is rampant, like a disease is rampant or robbery is rampant, so that is a bad thing. And prevalent is common, okay? So that can also be used, but prevalent can also be used for good things as well. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, moving towards the words that I had given yesterday. So, Aryan from SVM, you can tell the sentences. Yesterday, the sentences were geoparadise and comprehensive and prevalent.
And vulnerable was also there.
Vulnerable, yes, vulnerable was also there.
And now resilient.
Aryan, have you done it?
Yes, ma'am.
So, speak up. Persistence.
Ma'am, vulnerable का आता है ma'am.
Sorry, beta.
Am I know only vulnerable?
It's vulnerable.
Yes, ma'am, vulnerable. Ma'am,
Vulnerable.
in the circus, the animals are vulnerable.
Okay. Any other sentence that you have made?
Excuse me, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Who is sitting beside you in the spectacles?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Wait, Rhythm. Who is sitting in the first row? This brown t-shirt guy. Who is this?
Ma'am, Ishan.
Vishal. Okay, Vishal. Tell
Ma'am,
me.
Ishan.
Okay. Ishan.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the sentence, Rita. Ishan, what happened? Why are you not speaking?
I don't know.
So this is what took you a lot of time, huh? To tell I don't know. Who is sitting beside Ishan?
Yes, Johan. Yes.
Yash, come. Have you made sentences, beta?
No, ma'am.
Who has made sentences? Please raise your hands in SVM.
Ma'am,
Athar, who is this person? Okay, please come. The one in black t-shirt. Athar, what about you?
I'm not written.
Ma'am, presidents.
Tell persistence. Persistence.
Persistent.
Tell me.
He is persistent in class test, but in final he scored full.
Okay, the one who has raised hand at the back. It's Madhav only, right? Madhav, and we have this boy
DK.
Diyanshu.
Priyanshu. Yes.
Ma'am, Diyanshu. Ma'am, I tell you, vulnerable.
Two voices are coming. Please, one of you speak.
Ma'am, me, ma'am.
Madhav. Okay, speak up.
All the girls are vulnerable from the rapist.
Okay. And this guy Priyanshu, or what word? What is his name?
Yes, ma'am. Diyanshu.
Ma'am, DK.
T.
DK.
TK.
Ma'am, D for dog. D.
Okay. Diyanshu.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It took me a long time to understand your name. What does it mean? Does it mean anything?
Yes, ma'am. I don't know, ma'am.
Okay. Chalo, you please tell me the sentence.
In nature, disaster, it is vulnerable from a council.
Okay. I can understand the meaning what you're trying to say. Okay. Well tried. Rhythm.
Ma'am, I want to ask that in from SVM somebody has said that in circus people
Animals
animals are.
are vulnerable.
Ma'am, how are they vulnerable?
Vulnerable to the beatings of their masters. Anybody can beat them. No?
They beat animals. Ma'am, they beat animals.
That's why they are unprotected from the people.
Correct. Okay, Rhythm, you can tell your sentences.
Ma'am, which one?
Rhythm, are you speaking or not?
Ma'am, with which vocab?
Any of the words, all the 5 words you can speak.
I'm like, I have not done that, but I can make them. That's why I was
Why have
asking.
you not done?
Ma'am, yesterday, today was my almost 5 to 6 subjects. The test was there, and after coming back from home, coming back from school, I was so tired, and then that's it.
Panav, have you made?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have made one.
Tell me.
My sister had a persistent
Persistent
cough.
cough. Okay. Just one sentence?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Vansh,
Don't turn the homework.
voice is cracking.
Ma'am, I haven't done the homework.
You have not done the homework. Okay. Mishika,
Ma'am, can I just
Mishika,
tell in 2 minutes?
yeah. Also, I would like to know that is there are your half yearlies approaching?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in 10 days. Ma'am, it
In
is
that
from
case, I want ROS specially to send me their syllabus of half yearlies. Whatever will be the common thing, we will discuss it over here, and hopefully, I'll be able to train you for your half yearlies also. Okay,
ma'am, in your personal number or in the group.
in the group only. So the common topics will be picked up, and we will discuss it over here. Okay. If SVM also wants to do the same, they can do it, and we will pick up the common topics for the discussion.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta. Yes,
Could you please tell the meaning of integrated?
integrated
Ma'am,
is
could you
united.
please tell me the meaning of integrated?
Integrated means united.
Could you please tell the meaning?
Is it echoing? Okay. Now, this is a discussion again. Do people eat more junk food? Do poor people eat more junk food than wealthier people? Give it a thought and then discuss. Do poor people eat more junk food than wealthier people? No. Junk food refers to any food which is fried, has a plain flour in it. Plain flour refers to maida. Okay, it is fried and has maida in it or plain flour in it, and of course it has contained some sauces and preservatives. Okay, not preservatives, but sauces. Yes, so that is a junk food. Okay.
Ma'am, any bad kind of food like which is not good for our health is junk food.
Generally, it is fried in nature. And if you talk about any food which is kept for 3-4 days at your home and nobody is using it, no, that's not junk food, but that is a stale food. Okay.
Ma'am, we have
Yes.
to write a paragraph.
No, it's going to be discussion here. Okay, so make sure once your network connection turns on well. Yesterday it was too good, but today again your voice is flickering a bit. So try for the best network connections. And by 4:30, I will activate you people to speak on this topic. Do poor people have more junk food than the wealthier ones? It's almost 4:30 now. Are we ready?
Ma'am, just 1 minute.
Begging? Are we ready?
Yes, ma'am.
So let us start from rhythm only. Rhythm, you can initiate the topic and then see, you don't have to keep on speaking. I will open the window only for 5 to 7 minutes for speaking, which should have participation from all the students, including SVM also. So take or snatch chances to speak and give your point of view. Offline students will also raise hands and come up with the answer. So please start.
Ma'am, I do. I have to give introduction also.
Yes, yes. Every time you begin a discussion, you have to give an introduction to.
Namaskar to everyone. Today, I, Rhythm Rana from class 9, would like to share my points on the question. Do you think illustrious people eat more junk food than affluent people?
Illustrious people.
Ma'am, poor people. I think poor people eat more junk food than rich people because junk food are mostly cheaper and there is almost a junk food stall in nearby the streets, and rich people also take care of their health and eat only diet food. Now I want to share to Fridyanshu.
So well, I agree with you, Rhythm, and I want to add a few things in it. Like you said that they are economical in price, yes, and moreover, poor people who don't who are not educated enough, what else work can they do? They could either open a food stall like junk food stall or a small business kind something. So they might have a good rapport with the shopkeepers or basically the people who stand at the stalls, and they might not know that it's not good for them. So in my opinion, they consume junk food more than wealthier because they know what to eat and when to eat and in how much quantity I have to eat. Now I would like to pass it to Mishika.
Okay. I agree with what Ridyanshi and Rhythm you say, but I also believe that like the wealthier people also eat a lot of junk food, as it is this generation or so that people are so addicted, whether they are young children or adults, they are highly addicted to junk food. More and more shops are getting open, many brands are there, and especially when people are traveling or so, they do not prefer to take home cooked food or healthier food. They prefer taking drive through or takeaways and all. Now I would like to pass it on Siddhi.
I agree with all of you, but I want to add something to you, that that if we will notice that poor people don't have the money, that some poor people don't have the money even to eat the food of one time, then how we can expect from them that they can eat such a like they can eat costly junk food. If we will see, a burger also costs 50 to 100 rupees, but they have very less money. So I agree with all of you, and I say that rich people or affluent people eat more junk food more in comparison to poor people. Now I would like to pass it to Panav.
I agree with all of you, but I think that poor people I think that wealthy people eat much more junk food than poor people, as wealthy people don't respect the food much, and they eat a lot of junk food. But the poor people can't afford the food easily, so they respect their food and eat healthy food and don't eat much junk food. Now thank you. Now I would like to invite Banchara to speak on this topic.
Believe on all of you, but I also want to add one thing, that poor people eat more junk food because they don't have money to buy the healthy food, and they eat junk food because they don't get healthy food, and whatever they get, they eat. And now
I want to pass it to the Vaishnavi.
Vaishnavi.
With the both of the rhythm and Divyanshi that the stores are where the beggars sit, there the stores outside them. So like the samosas that get in the 10 rupees, and if they get the 10 rupees, they first take them and eat it. So I think that junk foods they eat more than the healthy food because they get the things that are sometimes like 2 days or more days old. So I think this is around 10, and I'm past to the
No, I don't agree that the affluent or rich people eat more junk food than the poor people. Yes, poor people have more junk food than wealthier. As we know, poor people begging from wealthier ones. In, in greed of showing their wealth, they give them money instead of bread and butter. So instead of taking bread and butter, they go to the stores and take junk food and eat it every time by the begging money. Now I would like to pass it to Aradhana.
Yes, I agree with Avni because there are many people who don't give food to poor people, but instead give money so that because they think that poor people will utilize the money in buying healthy food, but they buy junk food which make them more sick and not and
Not healthy.
not.
Okay. So now SVM, you can share your thoughts on this quickly. Yes, Rishabh. Oh, okay, Madhav wants to come. Rishabh, where is Rishabh? Okay. After Madhav, Rishabh will share his viewpoints.
And yes or no?
Start.
My thought is yes or no because poor people what they eat they get it because they have to fill their stomach up. And wealthy people they go outside so they prevent to eat junk foods.
Hmm.
I'm only this much I make ma'am.
Okay. Rishabh.
Yes, poor people eat junk food more than wealthier people, and because they don't know the bad effects of junk food, and they eat it more because it is less in price and they can afford it more.
Anybody else from SVM who would like to put forth their viewpoint? Okay, so we will move further. So to our stories of Maria Luz and Ridyanshi. You can read it today, the first paragraph.
Okay, ma'am. Maria Luz begins to try some of Don Pedro's new ways at home. She makes small terraces for her family's winter vegetables. Her steps look rough and uneven, but they will hold the soil. Pepito toddles out to see. He grabs a handful of compost and pats it onto a terrace, just as he has seen his big sister do. Won't Papa be surprised to find two gardeners when he comes home? She remembers all her father had taught her. She pokes holes in the soils and pushes the seed down deep. She saves one small terrace for something new. Don Pedro has given her a packet of seeds. He says they will sprout in just a few weeks and sell for a good price at a market. Maria lose pictures the coins she will earn and dreams of what she might do with them. Should she take Pepito for his vaccinations or save to buy a burrow? Pepito pulls at her go. She gives his little hand a squeeze and picks up the watering can. We have fed our soil, Pepito. Now we must give it a drink. Pepito, whose knows that only a small amount of beans and a little tortilla duff remain. Once these are gone, they will have nothing unless her father has found work.
May not go to her
Her
dream.
radish money may not go to her dreams, but may not go to her dreams, but may not go to her to buy food.
Okay. So now finally she has learned lesson from Don Pedro and she's applying the lesson at her own home also. And even Pepito, her younger brother, is also learning to do
Dream.
gardening. And she's just wondering that if her father would be happy to see all of them or both of them working together as a gardener. Now here because she was watering the plants, so now SDG goal of the water comes into being. So let us see what is SDG goal 6 all about. Please have a look.
Can you imagine waking up and not being able to go to a tap and turn it on and take a drink? You don't have a toilet. You don't have anywhere to relieve yourself. This is the situation for millions, billions of people around the world. They do not have infrastructure in these places to deliver water to people's homes. So people have to leave their homes, walk long distances, fetch water from perhaps a well or a lake, carry it all the way back to their homes. So that is definitely a part of the problem. Another part of the problem is pollution. Water bodies are being increasingly polluted by human waste, by industrial waste, and this means that the water that people might have access to is not safe for drinking. It could be in the billion range for people that don't have access to safe water. When it comes to sanitation, the sanitation crisis is huge. We have made some progress, but there's still so far to go. We're looking at approximately 2.4 billion people lacking access to safe sanitation. The really positive things about the new Sustainable Development Goal on water and sanitation is that it isn't just about developing countries. These are targets that are important for people in every country in the world. We produce a lot of wastewater on a daily basis, and we need better technology to really clean this wastewater so that we could even potentially reuse this wastewater for other applications. Think about the way you use water. Try to be more efficient with the way you use water. And it's important to remember that everything you put down the drain has an impact on your water quality. So it's important to think about these things. And I hope that this new Sustainable Development Goal will open people's eyes to these issues.
So having seen this short clip on the SDG goal number 6 regarding water and sanitation challenge, we all have been discussing it for many a years that water pollution is there, access to water is less. Okay, but today We have got to even know that nations, international organizations also have a feeling that they should help to uplift the situation. So this is the statistics. This type of sheet is called as infograph. What is it called as? Infograph. Because there is information also and there is some little bit of illustrations also. So it is called as an infograph. So here it is written that the world's water-related ecosystem are being degraded at an alarming rate. Degraded means
Going down. Yeah.
yes, turning worse or turning bad. Okay. Over the past 300 years, over 85% of the planet's wetlands have been lost. Wetlands, the area which had water, 85% has been lost. Meeting drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene targets by 2030 requires a 4-time increase in the pace of progress. So people have to increase the progress 4 times. Okay. So 4 times if you increase the progress, then only the target can be met by 2030. At current rates in 2030, 1.6 billion people will lack safely managed drinking water. 2.8 billion people will lack safely managed sanitation. 1.9 billion people will lack the basic hand hygiene facilities. So, see, we waste water like anything. We have been showering, we have been washing hands with the open tap, we have been brushing teeth with an open tap, we have been washing vegetables with an open tap, not thinking that this water is somebody's requirement. They don't even get to see a drop of water sometimes, and we are wasting it. And the world is already, fighting with this global problem to make you available water at any time and at any place. But look at those people who are suffering. You just must have seen that how this boy at construction site was drinking very polluted water. For at least 3 billion people, the quality of water they depend on is unknown due to a lack of monitoring. The quality of water, they do not know what kind of water they are drinking because there is no proper monitoring. 733 plus million people, 33, live in countries with high and critical levels of water stress. Critical means serious level of water stress. Only 1/4 of reporting countries have 90% of their transboundary waters covered by operational arrangements. So only 1/4 of the countries have this 90% transboundary waters, means water is coming from other places, other cities. Okay. So they can have access to the water if they want to borrow from others. So this is the current state of our nation. Before we move further, we still have one more page of this story, tending shoots. So just now you have read that how Don Pedro had given Maria Luz the seeds of radish, and he told her that this will start growing within few weeks and you will be able to sell them. So in the picture, what are we seeing here? Who is he? He is the landlord or the coyote, right? And the Maria Luz, and here is Maria Luz and her brother, and he's angry at how can such crops or such vegetables be grown in a land like this. So let's read it further.
Ma'am, may I?
Okay, Rhythm, you can go ahead.
The air is growing warmer, and the school's little hillside is sprouting. The garden is now part of their classroom. Don Pedro asked his students to count the radish shoots and to measure the distance between onions. He has them divided seeds into equal piles. Every day at home, Maria Luz checks her vegetables. The tomatoes and chilies are small and green, and the onions are still asleep underground. But her radish poke their red tops out of the soil into the warm sun. You must grow fat, she tells them, you must. Someone else is watching Maria lose radishes. One day, as she waits with, Ma'am, what is this? Pepito? Pepito. A long shadow falls across her vegetable rows. You are growing crops for cash. I see, says the growly voice of Senor Lobo, the local coyote. Perhaps you would like me to take them to market for you. Maria Luz does not raise her eyes. Her hands tremble. She shakes her head but does not speak. She hears the coyote snort and watches his shadow retreat. She knows he will be back. Just then Mama
So I hope you have read the full story. So I was just asking, what do you think could be the news? Rhythm, did you read it all?
No, ma'am, the last lines are left.
Okay, speak up.
Maria Luz does not raise her eyes. Her hands tremble. She shakes her head but does not speak. She hears the coyote snort and watches his shadow retreat. She knows he will be back. Just then Mama calls out, "Come, Maria Luz, Pepito, come to the house. We have news."
Right. So now local coyote has come and he's very surprised by looking at the kind of vegetables they have grown together, and he proposed them that if he could help them sell these vegetables in the market. So she said no, by saying, by just gesturing from her hand, by shaking her head. And then Mama calls them inside and she said, there is a news. So, what do you think would be the news?
That they are ready, are
Like her Pedro might have returned from the Highlands and he has got a
Pedro is
job,
a
a good
teacher.
job.
Pedro is a teacher.
right.
You said Pedre.
Maybe her father has returned from
Her
the
father, I'm saying like that.
Yeah, he might be coming. Right. Fine. So, let's focus on grammar again. So, we have adjectives here, quantitative adjectives. So, guys, we have done a lot of qualitative adjectives until now. Now it is the turn of quantitative adjectives. So, quantitative adjectives are divided into two: quantifier and numerical adjectives. So, here in numerical adjectives, we have again two parts: cardinal and ordinal. Cardinals are 1, 2, 3, and ordinal numbers are first, second, and third. So, like the first and foremost challenge. So, here the first is the adjective here, and it is a numerical adjective under ordinal category. The three underlying causes. Then we have indefinite numeral adjectives: several, more, whole, most. So, we use it in words like several issues, whole economy, most ideas. So if you want to note it down, you can. And those who are not aware that, again, what are adjectives? Adjectives are the words that describe nouns. So here we have issue as a noun. And what type of issues or how many issues, if we ask? Several issues. Okay, so the word several is a indefinite numeral adjective. And economy, So whole economy, how much part of the economy? The whole economy is affected. Ideas, how many ideas? Most of the ideas. So we don't have the count of that, but we can say indefinite number, right? So two types of adjectives we have done, qualitative adjectives and quantitative adjectives. Under quantitative adjectives, we have quantifier and numeral. And under numeral, we have cardinal and ordinal. Also, we have indefinite numeral adjectives. Okay. Quantifier are the words like few, much, many, more, little. Those will come in future. Now here, have you not written?
And this kind of sentence, stop and
No, indefinite. Cardinal is 1, 2, 3. Ordinal is first, second, and third. Now you have to find the types of adjectives in the following sentences. While substantial progress has been made in increasing access to clean drinking water and sanitation, billion of people, mostly in rural areas, still lack these basic services. Ridyanshi, don't raise your hand. You have to write the answer in the chat box. And SVM students will be writing their answers in the notebook. After 1 minute, I will ask you people to tell me what all adjectives are here. Done? The question is you have fill in the type of adjectives. They are not adverbs, they are adjectives. Huh. Several is not quantity. See, quantitative, to both of them are quantitative. They are telling quantity only. But types are different. Okay. So when we say several people have collected, I cannot count them. Okay. And if I say many people have collected, again, I cannot count them. But just because of grammar, they have given this division that quantifier includes few, much, many, little, some, any. Okay. And indefinite numeral adjectives include several and most and whole.
I'm absent.
Excuse
Okay,
me, ma'am.
Ridyanshi. Ridyanshi, you have not written the types.
Ma'am,
Yes, beta.
ma'am, is there any adjective like proper adjective?
Proper adjective. I don't
Yeah.
think so. Lena, the reading comprehension is over there in IELTS books. So you can collect it from that. Yes. The proper adjective I haven't heard of. We have proper nouns. But what is proper adjective?
Ma'am, in a grammar book from which we read in our school, according to that book there is a proper adjective as well.
Okay, can you
Like
take
proper
an
adjective
example?
is basically like I love to eat Indian food. So Indian is a proper adjective.
Okay, so this is a part of qualitative adjective only, which comes under the category of origin. So we did OSHA's SCORM, remember?
Yes, ma'am.
So in OSHA's SCORM, origin category is if you are saying that as a proper adjective, so many terms are coming for such easy thing. OSHA's SCORM refers to O refers to your opinion, S refers to the size, H refers to the height, A refers to the age, S refers to the shape, C refers to the color, and O refers to the origin, R refers to the religion and region also, and M refers to the material. So if you find these words, they are also adjective. Like opinion, beautiful car. So beautiful is your opinion. You think this car is beautiful. This is your opinion, but I think this car is not beautiful. Okay. Size can be big basket. Okay. Then we have got height, tall tree. Then age can be young boy. Shape can be rectangular box. So whatever words you are seeing at the last, car, basket, tree, boy, box, they all are nouns. And the words before them are your adjectives. Color is like black, cushion. Origin, Indian. Sweets. Religion, Christian, girl. Material, wooden, table. And this is also called as order of adjectives. That your adjectives will come in this order. So if any particular noun has so many qualities, how will you place those qualities? According to this order, order of adjectives. You can take a screenshot and send it in the group also.
I have sent.
Okay. What time is it? 5? Okay. So I think we are running short of time. Then I'll just let you know what all words we have got as the adjectives here. The first word is substantial progress. Okay, substantial and progress is the noun. Second is clean. Then we have, we can also use billions. Then we have rural and we have basic. No, mostly is an adverb. Okay. So these, what? So these all 5 words are the adjectives. Substantial progress. Substantial can be qualitative. Yes, beta.
Ma'am,
Rhythm?
mostly cannot be, can't be a adjective.
No, it is an adverb. Like how often rural areas, mostly in rural areas, frequently in rural areas, sometimes. So these are adverbs. Clean drinking water, clean is an adjective. Billions is your quantity number. Rural is the quality. Basic services, basic is again quality. So mostly qualities, there are 3 qualities, 1 number. Okay. And here substantial is a adjective again. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, drinking can't be an adjective, though it's a verb. But like drinking water, clean drinking water. So how water, drinkable water, like drinking water.
This is the gerund here, not an adjective. Okay. The concept of gerund and infinitive will be made clear to you maybe sometime later. But this is not an adjective. This is a gerund. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So we'll finish here today only. And don't forget to share your half-yearly syllabus with me. We will cover that also, whichever is a common pattern. Okay. So namaskar, everybody. We will. I'll see you on Monday on Janmashtami. There is no holiday. You all will be coming here, or rather online and offline as whatever we are doing. But if possible, we will try to hold a morning class. If possible, I'm not sure of it. Okay. I hope
Ma'am,
your
is
school is
ma'am-
accepting a holiday.
Yes.
On Janmashtami, SVM, is it your holiday on Janmashtami? SVM students, is it your holiday on Monday, on Janmashtami? Yes. Will you be able to attend the class in the morning hours?
Ma'am, we are going somewhere.
You are going. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Not an issue. Shall let's take a leave. Namaskar, everybody. Thank you so much.
Namaskar, ma'am.